Hey everybody, and welcome to the video. Today's video is about skating, and we skate every day. Hockey, you can't play without skating, but how do you work those drills into a team concept? How do you work on conditioning and still work on your stride? Our last video that we had was about edge work and some of the edge drills you can do with your team. This one is going to be a little bit more about team drills that you can do to build teamwork, work on skating, and also conditioning. So let's get at it. Here we're going backwards. We can see the edges for backwards. Sometimes when you just change it up, make it a little harder, that's all that it takes to make everything fresh again. And the kids' keeping the kids interested in all the drills. You can see that we're still working on edge work, but it's a lot harder.
That's what she said.
To keep that balance as we're going backwards. So this is just another way that you can work on edge work throughout the year. Just takes a few minutes. Now with the older kids, another point we want to get to is tight turns. We stopped using stops and starts in hockey drills. Once they're past novice and they really know how to stop and start, we don't really need to work on it anymore. So we started working and implementing tight turns into a lot of drills because the kids don't tight turn well enough, and it's really the best thing for them to work on when they are evading people in a game situation. So this drill, it's called tight turn shooting. They go blue line to blue line, back to the blue line, red line, and they go take a shot, always tight turning towards the boards. So they're working on their different tight turns. It's a great drill. You can go in both directions, and lots of people are active, so nobody's sitting around for very long at all, and it keeps them very busy. This is another team drill. Defensemen skate all the way down the ice, do a tight turn, and then when they come back to the blue line, they're going to pivot backwards and shuffle to the side as if it was a one-on-one, and we're taking away board gap. Okay, so that's one of the things that you can do. It's great for your power through your stride. Also, we're working on kids to never give in to fatigue. We don't want them coasting. We want them striding. And of course, with defense, learning how to gap towards the boards and is really important for them as they develop into hockey players. The forwards would go down and they do a tight turn, and when they come back, when they get to the hash mark or into the slot, they would turn as if they're finding their man and they find the puck. So that's something that we stress with defense, is we're always hustling back into our own end, and then we find a man, find the puck. So things that we're always working on as we go forward. Now, another drill for conditioning. We used to call this the Sutter Skate. Basically, just going in big circles around the ice to the blue line, back to the goal line, to the far blue line, back to the goal line, all the way down and back. Working on crossovers, making sure that our stride is long, powerful, and we're making sure that we're not giving into fatigue. So as the legs start getting tired and you want to just coast, we want the players to keep striding all the way through until they're finished. So, great drill. This is another great drill. We call this dot to dot, and it really can work with teamwork and leadership as well as conditioning. And we want everybody going full. We put the defenseman in the middle. We go forward, and they pivot, and they transition skate backwards. Forwards are in each end, and they're going to go and do a tight turn at the dot, and we want them to do tight turns in the same direction, leave at the same time, and come back at the same time. So they're all together with the puck. And you can see it's not as easy as you think. There's people falling all the time, but it's a great drill. And eventually, we would do it on the cadence of a whistle, but eventually there would be somebody that leads the group, and they would take off, and everybody would go at the same time, following that one person's lead. Thanks for watching the video today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.